Okay, a real quick verification of an identity. So we're trying to verify this identity. Cosine of 2 theta multiplied by cosine of theta equals cosine cubed of theta minus cosine of theta multiplied by sine squared of theta. And what I've done is I went ahead and brought along our double angle formula for cosine just because it was part of the original problem and I thought we may need this at some point. So to get verifying on this, I'm going to start with the right-hand side and see what we can do with this. So I noticed that we have cosine of theta here and another cosine of theta. So let's just go ahead and start out by factoring a common factor of cosine of theta out. And this is of the right-hand side. So if I factor a cosine of theta out here, I'm still going to have 2 copies, cosine squared of theta. Bring along our subtraction sign in the middle. If we take away this cosine of theta and factor it out, we're going to be left with a sine squared of theta. All right. Now, based on our double angle formula for cosine that I've written over here on the right-hand side, you can see when we have cosine squared of theta minus sine squared of theta, that can be replaced with cosine of 2 theta. So right now, as we replace that in using a double angle formula, we can put cosine of 2 theta in that spot. And again, this is to go in between these. This is a double angle formula for cosine. All right. Where we're at here, the order doesn't really matter because these two things are multiplied together. So this is actually the same as what's on the left-hand side of the original equation. So cosine of theta, if we put that out in front, that's perfectly fine. Or the cosine of 2 theta could go out in front. It doesn't really matter. They mean the exact same thing. So we're done. We verified it. Really wasn't very long or too much going on this one. But I would suggest as you're working through these, bring along any of these formulas you think you're going to need as you're working to memorize those formulas and get really comfortable with them. Hope this helps. Good luck.